And we go live. So Aisha, you can start streaming, please. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's live session. And I am Dr. Aderisola Adio Adepoju. And today we'll be talking about something that is really close to my heart. And it is called the future workplace skills that everyone would need in 2025 and beyond. I repeat, the future workplace skills that everyone would need, and I mean everyone, will need in 2025 and beyond, especially, I think today's talking point, I'll be using it to address graduates or recent graduates or undergraduates that are typically waiting to say after school, then I will do this next. Today's talking point will be centered around you. But please note, I will be addressing the future workplace skills that everyone would need in 2025 and beyond. And why should you listen to me? If this is the first time you're joining me, you're on Zoom, just type A in the comment section. If you've ever been here in my clarity session, type B. But if you've never listened to me, type A in the comment section if you're on Zoom. And even if you're on Instagram or Facebook, type A in the comment section. Okay, you've been here before, B, you've never been here before, type A. Why should you listen to me? When I tell you the future workplace skills, I really know what I'm talking about. In 2024, I was invited by the local government chairman or something of the parliament to speak on this exact topic. And yes, I got paid for that speaking engagement. So if I tell you I'm coming here to speak around what I have expertise around, I get paid for. So the fact that you're getting it free today does not mean people don't pay me to speak on this same topic. And if you've met me before, right, as you've never met me, this is not your first time, you will know that my value does not depreciate because whether you give me money or whatever. If I want to give it, I give it. If I don't want to give it, I don't give it. So please take note of that. I get paid to speak on, for every topic I come here to speak about, I get paid. People pay me to speak about it. So please take note of that. And when I spoke about it in 2024, which was the future workplace skills, I was speaking to secondary school and like early young adults around how they need to prepare for the workplace, especially because the formula we were using before, when you say go to school, you get work, that formula no longer works. I repeat, that formula no longer works. So don't let your uncle or your auntie or your parents in the village deceive you and tell you that formula, go to school, you get work automatically, that's just deceit. And it is not for lack of for love for you that they are using to give you that advice. It is just that people are limited by what they are exposed to. The level of exposure is what advice they give you. So for me, I think I've been fortunate enough in my life to get exposed to different things across the world. Like I said, if this is the first time you're meeting me, you know, I've been around 5 continents, 35 plus global opportunities. I have a PhD in chemistry. I've been an entrepreneur for 15 years and so on and so forth. Of course, I'm the founder of the Scaffold Academy. I've worked internationally twice, once as a global program coordinator at Museum for the United Nations, covering 23 global locations. So I've been exposed. I've worked in diverse group. I've been a member of the Unleashed Global Innovation Lab in Singapore, where we had 1,000 talent from 110 countries. I have that kind of huge network. I am the convener of the biggest impact conference in Africa for youth, and that's the Global Mentorship Conference. And we've had 2 different editions. One had 35 speakers from 25 nations, and Mrs. Ibukwawashika was our speaker there, our keynote speaker. The second edition had 41 speakers from 25 plus global locations, and Mrs. Tony F. Sonny was our keynote speaker. Why am I saying this? I want you to know the kind of exposure, knowledge, and this thing I have regarding what is being demanded in the global space when it comes to workplace skills. So I would implore you to please listen, carry your biro and paper and take what I say to you to the bank because it works. I can talk to you for 3 hours and I'm not looking at Google, I'm not looking at whatever. Like, this is the knowledge I have based on my level of exposure and experience. Now that we have that out of the way, let's go to the main topic of the day, which is the future workplace skills that everyone, and I repeat, And when I say everyone, because sometimes people always say it is not me, that is everyone. I mean, you are an undergraduate, you are a teenager, you are just about to start school. In fact, you are just literate, you are in secondary school. You are a professional that has been working for years. You are a senior professional that has 15 plus years experience. You are a freelancer. You are doing work on Fiverr and all those things. You are an entrepreneur. You are just starting off your profession. You are a stay-at-home mom. I am going to be talking about the future workplace skills. And when I say future, I mean now, because now is the future, technically, that everyone will need to do some form of work or the other in 2025 and beyond. Why are we even discussing the skills today? Let's even first establish why we need to learn about the skills, right? Look, the work, the nature of work in the globe. And when I say work, I said this thing maybe like this thing ago, but I'm going to repeat it because I realize that there's people that are new here. When I say work, it simply means that what you need to do, what you exert energy on to make you, whether it is money or to get you network, what you need to do, like what you do for money or what you do for even network, what you do for to exchange a currency, right? Whether it is money you're exchanging or whatever. The kind of thing you do that you deliver that somebody will give you value in exchange for it is work. You can be working for yourself, you can be working for someone in the academia, in the industry, in whatever. That is work. Now, the world of work is rapidly changing. How work is being done is rapidly changing. And it is important that everyone is catching up, which is why we say the future of work. If you're not catching up, like everyone is leaving you behind. And that is why you start to, like I say, you start to struggle because you are not catching up with the skills that the future of work is demanding. I repeat, you are not catching up with the skills or with the requirements of the 21st century workforce. And if you don't catch up with it, there are only two options. And what are those two options? It is either you catch up with it or you are left behind. So you need to choose, do I want to catch up with the skills or the things that the future, the workforce today is demanding of me? Do I want to learn it? Do I want to acquire it? Do I want to be exposed to it or not? And trust me, gone are those days that your excuse would be that no one is teaching it. Even when no one was, as in maybe 3-4 years ago, no one was teaching maybe workplace skills in the way we are teaching it at iTrain Africa now. But now that you have met me, your excuse cannot be like, it's because I don't know what workplace skills are. That is why we started the Skill for Work Academy by iTrain Africa. We first do what? We define what you are trying to get, make you understand what those skills are, make you understand why you need it, and then we give you those skills. At this academy, if there is one thing I am super proud of, is the fact that we give you clarity before we give you the skills. You must be clear about what you need, why you need it, how you apply what you are learning before you even learn it. So that way, when they are teaching you how to use Google Doc, you know the type of work you will use it for. Clarity before skills acquisition is our mantra at this academy. Clarity before skills acquisition. And why is that even key for us? I realize that many people, when they hear soft skills, tech skills, art skills, whatever form of skills that everybody is shouting about these days, everybody wants to jump on the train. And when you jump on the train, here is what I have seen. Webinar upon webinar, course upon course, this upon this. It is not translated to you upskilling for the future of work or for the 21st century workforce. I repeat, the number of courses, the number of programs, the number of webinars you are jumping on, it will not amount to anything if you are not very clear about this knowledge or skills I'm trying to acquire. How does it fit in to the work I need to do in whatever sector? It is when you are clear about how that work is going to impact on your professional life or your work life that it becomes useful to you. Many people have become libraries. How do I mean? You store knowledge. It is only a library that is allowed to be acquiring knowledge without applying it. When I say we are the Global Employability Academy, Even if we are SDG4 focused, which is education and everything, it is so that when you acquire whatever form of education you acquire, whether it is the knowledge, the information, or the skills, it is translating to empowerment. It is translating to work. It is translating to you for a professional. It is translating to you improving the efficiency of your work in your office. For an entrepreneur, it is translating to you digitalizing your business so that it improves the operation and output of that business so you can scale it. For an undergraduate, it is translating to the fact that the digital skills you employ is going to ensure that you're not using 100 years to do your project. You can apply those workplace skills to that project, to that school, to ensure that you are having it easy and you are graduating with good grades. Again, I repeat, work is anything that you are doing to what? To get some form of value. So if you are a student, an undergraduate, a secondary school, a whatever, you are doing work. It is only that you are doing academic work. Remember when I introduced myself earlier, I said I'm an academic, I'm a researcher. I have done 1 decade, over 10 years in the academic sector, doing research, acquiring a PhD and teaching. I've taught at the University of Lagos. So when I say it does not matter the sector, I have worked internationally as a professional. I have taught at the university. I have been an entrepreneur for 15 years. I have done work in various sectors. Work is work. Look, one of the reasons I had to create Skill for Work Academy is because during my PhD work, despite I was a scholar, I got an academic scholarship grant to go and do a part of my PhD in the UK. I got there, I sat down, I cried. I realized I was deficient in certain workplace skills that would aid my academic research. Not the main work itself, not the chemistry. Of course, if I got I finished with a 4.92 in master's in chemistry. So trust me, it is not about your brilliancy. I am repeating it. You can be deficient in the future workplace skills and you will be brilliant. I was that person in 2018. So please, I need you to pay attention. I am brilliant. It does not concern workplace skills that you do not possess. If you don't possess it, you don't possess it, period. So please, it is important that you know that. And trust me, what did I have to do in 2018? I went in like a sponge. I was learning like a mad person. I had no life because I already realized my deficiency. And when I said I was learning, I spent every last kobo I had, every last time I had, I even borrowed to join in. I remember in 2019 December, what I spent my life savings to develop myself as a person. I went to my sister and said, I wanted to learn how to create online courses. Borrow me $700 to pay for a course. And she borrowed me. That is how much I had to then take my own resources to upgrade. Why did I have to tell you this story? Brilliancy does not mean that you have upskilled. I had the first class, the very first person I trained at the Skill for Work Academy, Kunle, my cousin, had a first class. Do you understand me? And I had to train him on workplace skills. You can be here, up there. You can be, oh, I have been receiving promotion in my place of work. My sister, local champion is not an award. Have you served in the international scene to come and see your deficiency in the open? When they say jump on mirror, let's do collaborative work, you are saying, what exactly are you talking about? But you are a champion in your place of work. Please, do not deceive yourself. If everybody is singing for you and saying, that woman, that man did this, that, you would know. And that was what happened to me in 2018. I got there. Everybody back in Nigeria was singing academic scholar, yada, yada, yada. But you would know you are deficient in something. And my work here today is to first help you to understand, give you clarity on what you are deficient in, one. Number two, now highlight what they are, and then introduce you to how you can then acquire it. That is my work today. Now, clarity. What are the workplace skills that we need irrespective of where we are? In terms of categorization, I like to categorize it into 4 major buckets. The first one I'd like to categorize as digital skills. The second one I like to categorize is under what? Life, soft skills. The third category, life skills. The fourth category, tech skills. And before you start saying, they've said I will code again, this tech, no, I'm not talking about that kind of tech skill. Give me a minute. Now, those are the four major categories. But today, in today's session, I want to highlight 7 major, because under those categories, we now have different things. So for the purpose of today, I want to talk about 7 different points, and I'll quickly list them, then we'll walk through them. The first one I will talk about is the digital literacy, which I talked about, digital skills, right? The second one I would like to talk about, as in second thing I would like to talk about for today's purpose of this session is what? Problem-solving skills. I'll talk about that, which has to do with, like, what's it called? What's it called? Is it like, I feel like problem-solving skill is not even a soft skill, it's a life skill. Now, communication and collaboration and things like that, they are soft skills. Remember, I said there are 4 major categorization: the digital skills, the soft skills, the life skills, and what? And the tech skills. Those are 4 major categorization of the workplace skills everyone will need in 2025 and beyond. Now, I'm now saying under each of those categories, there are then sub things. So I'll mention 7 things, then I put them under those 4 categories. So digital literacy is under the first category of digital skills. Critical thinking, problem solving is under what? Life skills. Communication and things like that is under soft skills. Emotional intelligence and empathy is under life skills. Adaptability and continual learning is a soft skill, which has to do with research, learning, and things like that. Your ability to analyze data and interpret data is a tech skill. Whenever you hear things like data analysis, project management, they are all tech, kind of skill. But unfortunately, I always say, people always think you have to go and do data analysis course, and people don't understand how data analysis, which is a tech skill, can be a major determinant of them being relevant in today's workforce. But it's a tech skill. Let me put it in. Now, innovation and critical thinking. Now, I've made critical thinking and problem solving, which is number 2, communication and collaboration, number 3, emotional intelligence and empathy, number 4, adaptability and continuous learning, number 5, data analysis and interpretation, number 6, and creativity and innovation, number 7. Now, these 7 talking points fall under the first. Now, let's start. Remember, I said that I don't know your age in this session. Like, I don't know your age. You may fall under any age. I've had to work with people who are 17, teenagers, who have not even gone to university, and they have learned these workplace skills, and they have improved in the academic space, and also started their own business or freelancing, whatever. I've had to work with retirees, 65 plus, who their people thought their life has ended, but then they are learning digital skills and using it to help their brother-in-laws, their grandchildren in doing their own work, in setting up a business, doing their letterhead. Why am I choosing someone that is 17 and 65? For you to tell you that wide range. I've had to work with women who have experienced setback in life, paralysis, they cannot even move. And they are learning these skills to start up a business and earning over 2 million naira in 6 weeks. I've had to deal with women who had absolutely no idea about digital Zoom meetings when they decided to learn workplace skills, and now they are, earning from a digital economy. Different kinds of people. I've had to work with men in their 50s, men in their 30s, to men in their 20s, hijab sisters, people from Zambia, Zimbabwe, Canada, UK, US. Mention the African country, Ghana. It does not matter. Why did I have to mention this diversity? I know there is someone listening to me right now, they're saying, it is not me they are talking to, because I'm from Ghana. I'm from Harare. I'm from this. I'm from Cameroon. I have worked with people from DRC, Democratic Republic. Name it. Saudi Arabia have joined this program. I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. Why do I always talk about this at the very beginning? Mindset is a major issue that is limiting people. Because whenever people hear digital skills, they say, they've come with this online thing. Let's break it down and how it applies to your work. See, I am only choosing to talk about graduates in detail today because for the longest time we've been doing Instagram Live, we've talked about professionals, we've talked about entrepreneurs. I've not addressed graduates. with regards to future workplace skills. But I realized that, hey, I've been seeing some graduates and they are delusional. How do I mean? When I say delusional, and we were all there at some point, we think that, this certificate, once I earn it, I'm set up for life. It is to enter oil company. That is a delusional state. Because as there is something I put on our sales page, I said, there is now a formula that most employers use when it comes to employing people today. What is that formula? It is 5% any academic qualification. And when I say any, if you like have BSc, MSc, PhD certification, when I say all those academic things, in the scheme of things in your interview, it is only 5%. Now you must be not saying, okay, if that academic thing is 5%, what is the remaining 95%? Let's talk about it. 30% of it is what people call soft skills, but it is what I call workplace skills, foundational workplace skills. And it is that foundational workplace skills are now divided into 4 categories, which is what? Digital, tech, soft, and life skills. 30% of you being able to be relevant or being employable in this current workforce now is dependent on you having those 4. So I'm going to ask you as a graduate, you are here, you are just starting, you are an undergraduate, you are just starting, or you have graduated for 8 years, you have never worked, you are a stay-at-home mom, and you are saying, man, since I've been a stay-at-home mom, I've been developing, I've done certification in this, in that, I've done MBA, I've done, and I say, madam, these workplace skills, you get them. Do you have it? And you are looking at me because you don't even understand what those skills are. My alumni, we call it the remote worker skills because it is the skills you need to acquire to be able to do any work online, whether as a virtual assistant, customer service, HR, whatever, any work you want to do online, you need to have those skills. Now, it is those skills. I'm now saying, do you have it? That means if you cannot say today that you have these 4 categories of workplace foundational skills, you lack 30% of what your employer is requiring. Listen to me again, recent graduate, about to graduate, just graduated for a long time. But you would keep coming to me and be saying, madam, see this certificate. Do you know how many employees I have? Do you know? I have never seen their certificates. I did not even request it at an interview. I do, like they say they went to school. I don't know for sure if they went to school because I never, look, what is the point of saying, bring your certificate, I want to verify it. To what end? How does it affect me? If your certificate does not translate to the value you need to deliver to me at the workplace, it is of no use to me. I would not place your certificate on my wall. Placing it on my wall does not get the work done. How does a business run? Why do employers pay you? They pay you for value exchange. What is value exchange? You help me to do the work I don't have time to do, or I don't have the expertise to do. I give you money for it. That is value exchange. So if the only thing you are giving to that employer is, I went to school, how is that value exchange? Do you understand what I'm talking right now? How is that value exchange? And I know the question I recently was going to ask me is going to be about experience. I am coming to that. Let's go to the second category of the 30% that you need to have to be relevant in today's workforce and beyond. Let's talk about what people call the technical skills or the hard skills. Whether you call it technical skills or hard skills, it doesn't matter. You need that second category, 30%. Now, it is possible that what you went to school to learn is a hard skill with relation to the job you are vying for. Let me explain this again. Someone that went to school to read medicine has gone through medicine and surgery training, now possesses a skill of surgery. So such a person possesses hard skill for their profession. So we can say they have 30%. Now listen to me. You are a graduate of physiology or Yoruba education, chemistry, biology, whatever it is you have. But you want to work as a content creator, whatever. It doesn't matter what you want to come and do in my organization. The fact that what you are coming to work as, you do not have skills in it. All you have is your education in whatever education you have. It means that 30% you don't score it. So when they are marking When employers of labor are marking on their checklist, you do not qualify for that 30% that hard skill carries. Are you listening to me? So it means that all you still have, let's say foundational workplace, which is remote worker skills that allow you to be able to work collaborative online, you don't have, 30% is gone. The technical skills that you would need, let me give you an example of what a technical skill is. Let's say I have someone that did physiology in school, but they've gone ahead to go and be doing volunteering work. Like there's someone in my organization who did physiology in school. She currently works in the pharmaceutical industry. She has been volunteering for me since 2022. Why? She likes to, build her content creation skills. She took lessons, she took this thing, and she's delivering content to me since 2022. Why? To keep building her skills in content creation. Listen to me. She did not go and get certification. She is doing the work. So such a person, when it comes to the technical skills they possess, they have the technical skills to do the job. Whether it is technical skills, you call it, or hard skill, but the skills that allows you to deliver the job the employer wants you to do. Whether they want you to do technical and content creation, you have the skills to deliver the job. I did not say the knowledge. Listen again. I mean the skills. You can do it. You can edit video. You can post. Not that you read it in theory of certification. They are two different things. That is when you score another 30%. Now, the remaining 35% is relevant experience. How do I mean? Remember, I said I'm talking to graduates, recent graduates, plus years graduates, 10 years graduates, whatever. If you are someone who is a professional that you are here, it is possible that your 10 plus years experience is not relevant experience in the scheme of work you are vying for. And it is possible that an undergraduate would take that job above you. Let me give you a perfect example. I recently employed for certain positions within my organization. I saw people that had 10 years experience in that field, 4 years experience, whatever experience. And I went for someone that had maybe 1 year of relevant experience as a volunteer in that capacity. I repeat, you know why? This particular role, the experience those other people had was probably on-site experience. They had not used the experience in the online space. And I weighed my options and said, nah, this is the person that has relevant experience with respect to the job. And how did this person acquire this experience? By what? Volunteering. You see, I've explained what the entire, I said, remember, what did I say I'm delivering to you in this session? Clarity about what workplace skills you need. Then the workplace skills, I would explain them in detail. Then how you can then acquire them. Now let's go on. Now that you have clarity about what exactly the employer is requiring, I said 5% is just whatever academic thing you are packing, 5%. 30% is what you call foundational workplace skills. 30% is what the technical skills you require to do the job. Another 35% is relevant experience. I have done teaching for 15 years. I want to compete for content creation. You have no relevant experience, my sister. But it is possible you have the first 30%, which is transferable workplace skills. What are transferable workplace skills? What I call workplace foundational skills is what you call transfer, meaning that the kind of work skills that anybody can use anywhere, which is the subject matter of today. What we call the future workplace skills, they are transferable. What do you mean they are transferable? They can be moved from industry to industry. A perfect example is my tech admin, who I initially employed as a sales rep for my fashion store in 2021. I taught her foundational skills that she will use to operate my business. They are not technical skills. Why? Because they are things like digital literacy, how to operate laptop, how to do certain things. It's this transfer. It means that whether she's working at my sales shop or she's working in IT Africa, she can transfer those digital skills to do work in another industry. Critical thinking is another foundational workplace skills, which we call future work skills, that it is key. It does not matter the industry. One of the reasons that WFS, which is our signature program that everyone needs, in module 7 of it, the first lesson in module 7, I called it design thinking. In the world where AI is beginning to take people's job, you know the only people that will not, AI will not take their job, people that possess what I call systems thinking, design thinking, depending. They call it systems thinking in entrepreneurship. In the innovation space, they call it design thinking. In general space, they call it critical thinking. And whatever it is you call it, you must know how to systematically think. And there is a science to it. It is called design thinking methodology, right? I won't go into details. I covered that on the BFS. But I want you to know that it is foundational. Whenever you hear something is foundation, it is not because everybody knows it. Because I have seen people come on my program, that is people with 20 years experience, 30 years experience, 5 years experience, to say, man, whenever I was hearing workplace foundational skills, I was saying WFS, I thought it was basic. I thought it was foundational because the name says foundation. I said, hey, I entered the course, I realized I didn't know anything. It is named foundational because it is like, it is the foundation. Everybody must have it. It is not because you have it. Look, something could be foundational and you still don't know it. Let's be clear. Age is not what determines if you know something. Years you've been on the job is not what determines if you know it. Like I said, I had worked 2 years at Unilag. I've been an entrepreneur for 12 years. Then I joined the global workforce to start working as this thing. See my shock at some collaborative work tools. That is when I knew that, you've not worked in the international space. You say you have foundational skills. Go there. You will know that what is required as a basic is what is required as advanced where you are in your country. Again, I repeat, your level of exposure determines what you know. Your level of exposure. So it is key that when you hear foundational, I call it foundational because it is a requirement for everybody. Not because you know it, or because it is meant for babies, or because it is meant for starters. Nah. I call it foundational because this is the requirements. This is like ground level requirements in the global space. The kind of, if you ever go to LinkedIn to find a job, standard, you must have it. And that is why many will be singing, I can never get a job off LinkedIn. I've gotten 2 of LinkedIn, international jobs. It is because what they call foundational is not so foundational to you. Critical thinking is a life skill under workplace foundational skills. Now, remember I said that, why am I taking the first set of skills you need, which is what we call workplace? Remember, I said you need what? Academic 5%. You need workplace foundational skills 30%. Technical skill, which could be doctor skills, lawyer skills, content creator skills, digital marketer skills, project, whatever. The work they want you to do, the skill you will need to do the work is what you call hard skill or technical skill. It is not because it is a tech code. When they say someone has a technical skills for the job, it means that they know how to do it well. So I can say a tailor has technicality in what? In sewing, in beading. That means they are technical. I can say a technician, an electrician has technicality in wiring. Do you understand me? So it is not because it is code that you call it technical skill. No. Now, the foundational one which everybody must have for the future of work, for you to remain relevant, does not, again, I repeat, doesn't matter the job you're doing, are the ones I am now discussing. And those are the ones that is making people miss opportunity in today's world. Those are the what you call future workplace skills. Those are the ones that people know the least about. Those are the ones that the Skill for Work Academy Workplace Foundational Skills Program is addressing. Those are the ones that you have to explain it and explain for people to know why it is important. I always say, if I already told you that 30% of what will make somebody employ you or not, or do business with you or not, is that thing, is it relevant or not? Is it important you know it or not? It means it is important you even know what they are. That's why you can learn it. And that is what I'm using this webinar to do. You need to know what they are so you can then acquire the skills. Now, I have talked about critical thinking. Let's go back to the first one, digital literacy. See, I feel like anybody that cannot navigate Google Workspace has not started in this future workplace skills. And I am not joking. What is Google Workplace? You know, the place online that houses all these Google softwares, such as Google Doc, Google Sheets, Google Calendar, Google Meet, Google Authenticator. That space that houses it online, that everybody can register for free by just opening a Gmail account, and you will have access to all those softwares by Google and be using it for your work. Now, those softwares or applications are used for different things. Like the Google Calendar is used to ensure that you are managing your time. You know, all those skills, you recent grad, you'll be writing your CV, time management. They now ask you at an interview, how do you ensure which digital tool you employ to ensure that you are accurately managing your time on the job? You are saying, I will ensure I manage my time. I will ensure I come. Who is asking you if you are coming late? You are saying, tell me the digital tool you will use to do time management. You are talking nonsense. Do you understand me? Knowing a tool, and I see many of you are going from webinar to webinar. First, trying to learn a tool that you don't understand how it affects your work or how it ensures that you are relevant. You can know the tool. Do you know how many people I see online? They'll be saying, how to use Trello. I say, okay, my sister, you go to an interview. Let me interview you. I don't interview as a tell me how many project management tools you use. I don't care. You can learn tool in 1 hour from YouTube, but you cannot learn the application and the experience of as in how it helps you to do the work and improve the efficiency. You cannot learn it in 1 hour because if you don't have experience in it, you would not know. And that is why I keep emphasizing to people. What we say, I cannot buy course. They're teaching us how to use Canva there. They're teaching us, I can go to this and I'll do 1 hour. I said, guess what? They will teach you how to navigate the tool, but you don't know how to apply it for your work. You don't know when to use it for your work. Do you know how many interns I come across? I will teach tools and, somehow they learn it in theory. They know the existence of those tools. They understand it. Sometimes when I see people come to our Q&A sessions and they're saying things like, Ma, do you teach automation tools? And I'm like, you heard it as a buzzword on Facebook, Abby. Automation tool. You heard it as a buzzword. Then I ask you, like, automation tool, you think I will wake up one day and say I'm teaching all automation tools? Do you even understand how automation comes or applies in the workplace? The automation tools I would need in my EdTech is not the automation tools you will need in the hospital. So people should learn automation tool with respect to the work they're doing. So you must understand the fundamentals and have clarity around how any tool, whether it is collaborative, operation, whatever, all the boss things you are hearing, how it applies to the work you want to do. These are the people who will be relevant in the future of work. And that is why you see right now, I can use AI, I can use Meta AI, ChatGPT or whatever, and you would also use it, but the output will get is different. You know why? You lack critical thinking. I have critical thinking. I understand the science of thinking to get what I want from AI. One of the lessons I taught on WFS is how to do research using AI. How to prompt AI, machine learning, how to prompt AI. It is a skill. It is a critical thinking skill. Ability to use a tool right is a skill. And it's around your critical thinking. So whenever you are saying, on your CV, you are listing critical thinking, please critically think about that skill and how it applies to the workplace. The number 3 thing I mentioned, which is very everywhere, is communication. Remember, what are we talking about? Key future workplace skills. And I listed 7. We have talked about digital skills, which I said that as a starter, if you are not using digital workspace of Google, you have not started. The next question I know somebody will ask me is, I buy Microsoft Imagine. I know Microsoft is a company that produces some of, as in tools, Microsoft Sheet, Microsoft, all those things. Google is another incorporation that produces the same. Now, somebody asked me 2 webinars ago, what is the difference? Why am I not using Microsoft Sheet? Why am I using Google Sheet? Why am I not using Microsoft Word? Why am I using Google Doc? I said, my sister, have you ever lost your laptop? Have they ever stolen from you? Then you will understand. When I was doing masters in Unilag in 2010, I was driving home and they stole my laptop. I had my project printed my laptop on the car seat. These people carried everything and ran away with it. It was that day I knew whenever they say, store your information in cloud, Google saved me. We were going to defend that project 3 days after that. And imagine I did the work on Microsoft's doc, whatever it is you call it, a document, and I stored it on my laptop. You know what would have happened to me? But guess what? I had it stored on Google, Cloud, email, Drive. I simply went there, got that copy from online, went to print another one. So my loss is minimal. And I had another colleague that it happened to her a day before the defense. A laptop crashed. She was crying like a baby. They had to give her 1 week extra to do defense. I just narrated something that will give you perspective when it comes to working with digital tools or workspace that is stored online. They call it cloud. Any digital tool you want to work with must be cloud-based. When you say something is cloud-based, it is stored in space. It is stored online. You can access it from anywhere by just logging into the device. Any device that has internet, you can access it. Which is why whenever people are telling me, I say, I don't teach. Look, if you can use Google Document, you can use Microsoft Document. If you can use this thing, they are similar. It's the same thing. But I would rather choose the one that is forward thinking, which means that all the Google document I am editing, I can use it to work collaboratively with someone on my team. I have a team member in Ghana. She is doing work on Google Document for me right now, and I will be seeing it in real time as she's editing it. She's not saying, man, when I finish, I forgot my laptop at home. When I get home, I will go and get my my Microsoft Document and send it to you. What is that? I can see it in real time. That is when you use what? Future tools or softwares. That is the difference. And I will not talk about, I explained more around this on the WFS course, but let me just stop there. The 3rd point is communication and collaboration. Again, I've been hearing, I have soft skills. I have communication skills. I said, my sister, with regards to the workplace, if you say you have communication skills, okay, my sister, tell me if you had to work in a global space, what communication tool will you use for fast messaging? If you had to, look, if you come and interview on my team, I'm not asking you, can you communicate? Nah. Do you have communication? Nah. I don't ask you such questions. I'll say, I have a team of people who work across this thing, and we have various communication channels in this thing. We have via email, via phone calls, via Slack, this thing. If you have to send this kind of message in the workplace, which channel will you think is the most appropriate to send it, and tell me why? That is the kind of questions people ask you as global space interview. So when you are telling me I cannot get job on LinkedIn, they ask me if I want to get job today, I will get the job. The difference between me and you is I am not jumping from one webinar to the webinar to be saying they are teaching you for 30 work tools without you understanding how it applies in the workplace. I will teach you how it applies. So whenever I hear things like, oh, I've seen the entire curriculum of WFS, they will teach me Google this, and I say, I'll just be laughing. Say, my sister, what you don't know is you can know the tool and you not still know how to use the tool, or for what thing you use the tool for in your workplace. That is the difference between me and you. That's the difference of the course or learning from someone that has experience. I keep repeating this thing. I said, my first international job at Natural History Museum of London. You know how I knew I had gotten that job? When they asked me at the interview, we are trying to do an hackathon that is taking place across Africa, Brazil, England, five places across the world. We are trying to get you as a design lead to represent Africa in Nigeria. And we are going to have to be doing an innovation process because we are trying to, we are trying to innovate a particular solution for the climate change and things like that. Given that we have to work online with people from everywhere, if you had to employ a collaborative team to ensure that this thing working, what will you use? As in, how will you do it? I would say, oh, of course, we have to ensure that we do ideation. Again, I've gone to Unleash Global Innovation Lab in Singapore, so I understand the process of design thinking, innovation, and all product innovation and things like that. So I was talking about, how we need to do brainstorming sessions, do problem solving, and they said, oh, how about if you are doing this online? I said, oh, we need to use Miro because, we have, and they just smiled. That was the end of the interview. The next question was, how much will you be charging hourly for this particular project? And of course, part of what I teach on my Global Opportunities program, which is a program for professionals that are experienced, that are looking to build their brand and gain global visibility on LinkedIn. That is an advanced program. It's only application. You can only apply to it. Like if that is your goal, please, you can you can go and look at that other program that is called the GOP, where we teach experienced professionals, founders, or academics how to use their experience to attract global opportunities via LinkedIn. Now, why did I mention it? One of the things I teach on LinkedIn was, negotiation, how to negotiate, which, by the way, negotiation is a life skill. I even taught it in Module 7 of WFS2. I said, oh, of course, I did all this thing. I will send you an email, yada, yada, yada. And that was the end of that interview. Of course, I knew that we were going to be working across the globe. So I said, somebody that was a design lead in England, in Brazil, in I think there was China, in India, then there was me, then there was someone, there were 5 across the world. And I said, which of the countries charges the highest in hourly rates? That was the rate I charged. Why am I saying this to you? Many people have had different excuses because I'm Black. It's because I'm a woman. It's because I'm a Muslim. It is because I'm tall. It is because I'm short. It is because that is why they did not give me that job. I said, get out. As in, what are you talking about? If you do not speak the language they speak, you are not going to get it, my sister or brother. You must understand what is being demanded. So in that kind of global workspace, when they are talking about you possessing communication skills, knowledge, and information, they are not asking you for the one you listed on your CV. They are asking in real life. When you hear communication and collaboration, it is how do you collaborate on a particular brainstorming activity? Let's use Miro so we can design this and that, and we can I do brainstorming sessions. We can use the something template on Miro. They are talking about communication. You don't know. They put you on Slack channel on a team. You see different Slack channels, sub channels. They ask you to communicate in general team. You are going to put it in content team. I don't understand. And you are telling me you do mass communication in school. Stop it. That is not the kind of one I'm asking you about. So, see, if you're a graduate, you are recent graduate, undergrad, whatever, you are listening to me, you're a professional, whatever it is you are, I want you to know that all these things I'm listed, it is not taught in any academic curriculum that I know of in Nigeria. Let's be clear. So if your plan is to go and do masters in mass comm so that you can say you can do communication, you are joking, you are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. Because it's important you know what to invest your money on when you say, I'm upskilling for the future of work. You are upskilling for the future of work means that you must be possessing the skills that would actually help you be relevant in today's workforce. The fourth one there is emotional intelligence and empathy. You know, I've been talking since. I said you must be aware about your own deficiencies and upgrading it. Another thing I want to emphasize, especially if you are intent to work remotely in the global workspace, is see, you must understand, you must have emotional intelligence. Meaning, you must, Yoruba will say, oh, moju, but in the actual sense, is emotional intelligence. It means that you must understand what is being said, even when it is not being said. I was telling someone about the culture. Okay, it was Module 7, even if I told someone. Module 7 of WFS, there was a lesson, the last lesson there. I said cultural nuances in the remote workspace, in the global space. Like the kind of things that if they are doing this is what it means. That one, they don't teach it inside textbook. Somebody that has done this must be able to tell you that this is what it means. I was telling someone that you go to the global workspace, you want to go and interview, and they are asking you a question, you are dropping your eye as an African, you don't want to look at their face. My sister, that is you telling that when you go in quotes that you are lying. But it is something that it is not written in academic textbook on how to have the emotional intelligence for workspace. Now, the fifth thing is what? I would like to talk about continuous learning and you being adaptable. I said something 2 sessions ago. I said the greatest skill I believe anyone can have right now is your ability to learn and research. Continuous learning. This month, I have paid for 2 trainings that were 250K. Even if I say so myself, I'm highly knowledgeable. Why do you think I'm still paying for training to keep learning? Think about it. The world belongs to those who know the right things for the world they live in. I have seen many people carry money to go and do masters that they don't need, to do an MBA they don't need, but because they feel like, I shall know that I'm rusty, I know that I need to acquire something, they go and invest money in it. That is not the way to go. You first need to research. You know, I talked about emotional intelligence, you being self-aware of what you lack, which is why I'm explaining the possible things you could lack right now. You must be self-aware. That was under emotional intelligence and empathy. Now, when you are self-aware that, see, before pastor this or imam this or mommy lagbaja will advise me, say, Temitayo, please, oh, you know you need to go and do masters now. All your maid that did, they even not even have first class like you. They have MBA, they have masters, but you know in your heart of hearts, you are doing work for 10 years in your place of work. You cannot still navigate basic collaborative work. That is why your boss will not say you are doing one training in Kenya there. He will not take you because you are not an addition to that thing. You see, hey, the reason why they did not take me is because that person has MBA. My sister, it is not MBA. They will not teach workplace skills inside MBA. Do you understand? You must be self-aware of what you really need and continuously learn the things you need. Now, the 6 future skills that is important to, and I say anybody, is your ability to collect data, analyze data, and interpret data. If you're an entrepreneur, you cannot collect data such as what revenue, expense. You cannot document all those data. You cannot document how many customers came to you. If it is a doctor, you know, whenever I say data collection or data entry, it is what is data? The things you collect that you can make sense or that will help you make sense of whatever it is you are doing. Right? For an entrepreneur, the data you are probably collecting is like revenue, expenses, number of list of customer people that they said you need, all those things. For a professional, what data are you collecting? Let's say you are collecting, you are in admin, you are saying how many people when they came to visit my Oga today, you are a secretary, whatever, and making sense of the data. You are a student, you want to do projects in school, you are collecting data. Like now, people that have the skills to collect data. Some I talked about, I think 2 days ago, I was talking about using Google Forms to collect data. I talked about it extensively in that live, so you can watch the replay on our YouTube. Collecting data extensively using what? Google Form. Remember again, the first thing we talked about was what? The first thing we talked about was what? Digital skills. One of the digital skills in the Google Workspace is what? One of the digital skills, right, about the Google Workspace is Google Form. You can use it to collect data. Whether you are collecting data for questionnaire as a student, you are collecting data from your customer as an entrepreneur, you are collecting data from in your office space, it doesn't matter. Google Form will help you collect data. Now, it is after you have collected data. So whenever I hear people say, I want to be data analyst, I want to be data, I say everybody needs to understand data. And I do not mean data for your phone. I mean numbers. Ability to collect data, analyze data, and interpret data has become a foundational skill. I think it was in the place I was teaching about Excel on Module 2 of the Workplace Foundational Skills program that I was showing an entrepreneur the kind of data they should collect in their business. I was also showing a student how to collect data maybe for their project, and all those things, a professional, the kind of data. See, why do you think I said I had to teach you the foundational things? I'm not saying you are doing an advanced data analysis. I'm not saying go and use SQL, go and use this one to analyze that. I'm not talking about that kind of data. But must you be able to input data on an Excel sheet, what you call Excel sheet, what I call Google Sheet. Put this thing and say, number one, this person paid me this person did that one. Number two, this person, this is sand, you are doing project, chemistry, I collected this sand from this place. Are you able to just use simple spreadsheets to input data? Are you able to say Google Form, please, my friend, I want to know how many people can use digital skills, put your name, put your email. When they now fill the Google Form, are you able to now click on responses and see the data and say, oh, 50 female know how to use digital skill, 70 male know how to use Google Doc. That is data collection and data analysis and interpretation. It is a basic skill at this point. It does not matter the work you are doing. Now, the 7, which is the last thing I'm talking about under the future workforce workplace skills. Hell, you've heard creativity and innovation. See, what is innovation? Doing things that have been in existence in a better way. That is what innovation is. Doing things that have been in existence in a better way. That is what you are innovating. Your mom has been selling akara using gas on the bus stop, and people are always buying from her, but she never meets up with the distance. You can innovate a business by saying, okay, mommy, you'll not be selling this at the junction again. Let me, we'll be doing this thing. We'll not be packaging them. You have innovated the business. The cocoa is akara that you are still selling. You innovated it, you step it up, you upskilled it, you upgraded it. See, your ability to innovate or create will determine how far you go in any workplace. The world belongs to those who have the capacity to create and innovate. It is a foundational workplace skill. If you are a business owner, you cannot constantly create and innovate and improve your product, you are going to die that business. You are a professional, you cannot constantly create and innovate, bring up ideas to better your work. You're hard at all. In today's workforce, please, I am using different people as example. Before you say, that one does not concern me. My sister is concerned. You just don't know it concerns you. You just don't know. Now, specifically for a graduate, you are saying, after all, I'm still in school. This one does not concern me. Maybe an undergraduate at this thing. Why should you even start early to learn this thing? And if you are here, you're saying, I will learn it next 2 months. I always say, there's no problem. You want to leave your upgrading to next 2 months. It will, let your upgrading wait. Is it me that will not self-develop? Nah, it is not me. 2 years ago, I had 2 teenagers come and learn workplace skills. But that time, we used to teach it at our hub, a physical space, before we then turned it into the workplace foundational skills and started teaching it across Africa online. At that time, these 2 teenagers, they had not entered school. They are both in Unilag right now. One in 200 level, one in 300 level. Why am I telling you this story? One of them, the parents was highly concerned about how he had not entered school. He was beginning to go like this, all that stuff. And I said, can we teach him workplace skills so that he can, start getting useful for himself? He said, well, how will he not get? I said, I don't understand. Did they tell you that the person's brain is limited? That if they learn workplace skills, it is hindering the book that we enter the head. It is going to even support the school and support whatever it is they want to do. Fun fact, they both did diploma to enter Unilag. One of them got a 16/16 in that diploma. Why am I saying this? At the time this person was learning, by month 3, he had learned enough to be able to earn from it. 17. Why did I say that story? The person did not need a university degree to become employable. So all the parents' fears of, let this boy not join Yahoo, let this girl not do this one. Why? I told the parents, what is the driving factor of these things? It is the money they can get from it. What if I told you that you can get double of the money you can get from Yahoo from learning workplace skills and rendering it in the global space? The world has become without limitations. You can have a skill here and render it at this thing. And people are like, oh, I said, yeah. And no, when you want to work in the group, they are not asking you about your age. They are asking you about the skills you possess. So if you are that person that you have been deceiving yourself, that you need to finish school first, I just told you about 2 teenagers who learned before they entered school. And I remember one of them, she came back after year 1. She used the skills she learned before she entered school to work part-time online for an edtech organization. She was working remotely, of course, just on a laptop, to be helping them to do some enrollment. Again, you know the beautiful part about workplace skills? Just having it enables you to do any type of virtual assistant work. What is a virtual assistant work? It means that you are doing work online, assisting somebody to deliver a task, whether the task is not for you to manage a community, to be sales rep, to the customer service, that is what virtual assistantship is. You are assisting someone to do a specific kind of work that doesn't need technical expertise. You cannot be a virtual assistant doctor. It is not possible because doctor needs technical expertise. Do you understand? But can you be a virtual assistant community manager? Yes, because it simply needs these foundational skills to do the work. I always tell people that, why do you think those teenagers can learn these foundational skills and be able to work online? It is because there are some jobs that don't even require technical expertise. Customer service, sales rep, content creation, all those community management, executive, PA, they don't even need technicality. And people are looking for people to do that kind of job online. So people say, can I be a virtual assistant? I said, do you realize virtual assistance is just a term that generalizes everybody that is doing some form of assistance work online? Whether the assistant is PA assistant, community manager assistant, there's customer service assistant, customer support assistant, technical support, all of you are doing virtual work, assisting to deliver a particular thing. And guess what? You see, these foundational workplace skills can be used to deliver that work. Let me shock you. The 2 roles I have done internationally, one was design lead, the second was global program coordinator. I don't have any certification in any of them. I have, like I said, my PhD is in chemistry. I have no certification, no, nothing. I don't have certifications, nothing, nada. I don't have any degree in them. Neither do I have certification in them. You must be wondering, how come I'm able to do that job? It is because I have acquired what you call foundational workplace skills. Because again, the work of a program coordinator does not need any technicalities. It is my ability to be able to know certain tools that they use to do collaborative work, coordinate people, manage people, that work needs. And no, the dollars was good, thousands of it. So when people keep telling me the reason is because I am doing, I said, do you even realize that there are some jobs that just having this what people call, whether it is call it soft skills, many people call it soft skills, I call it foundational skills, because foundational workplace skills is not just soft skills, it is soft skills, digital skills, basic tech skills. What are tech skills? Things like data. Your ability to just collect, simple, analyze, and interpret data is a tech, is what you categorize as a tech skill. Your ability to just develop simple Gantt charts, which I taught on WFS under, I think, Module 5. Simple Gantt charts to manage your projects, to manage yourself, to even manage your children. Ability to do that is a technical, what you categorize as a technical skill, because again, people go to certification to go and do project management. But again, what they're doing is just management of the projects for people. I say any work that doesn't require technical, oh, you have to be a drilling engineer, you have to know how to drill. Work that you just require all these things I have listed: digital literacy, critical thinking and problem solving, communication and collaboration, emotional intelligence, adaptability, basic analysis of data and interpretation, creativity, and all this work that if you have these 7 things, and how will you know? If you have here, you've never watched the module 1 of the workplace foundational skills. Watch that module 1. I think lesson 4 of module 1 of the free version. One of my team members should drop that free link here on the comment section. Everybody should have watched that module 1. It is my clarity module. And yes, it is free to access. It is the remaining part of the course that you have to pay to access it, right? And again, even the remaining part that you are paying only 25% of the money technically that people paid in 2023. 2023, people paid me 300,000 for this program. Now people are paying 45,150 for the same program I collected 300K for 2020. What am I saying? This particular lesson 4 in that free version of module 1 will show you how to go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional platform that has 1 billion professionals from across the world, and it has 58 million companies listed that post jobs every day. Every minute, 8 people get hired from LinkedIn. Think about that. Now, and I mean good jobs. I'm not talking about $4 jobs, that you get on all those other freelance. I'm not talking about that kind of thing. Now, that lesson, I shared my screen with you on how to get to LinkedIn. Look for the jobs that you desire. Look at the requirements of it. Any job that the 7 things I have taught today, whether it is ability to use digital tools, critically think and problem solving, communicate and use workplace skills like Slack, emails, and all those things, have emotional and be aware and be able to collect simple data and analyze it, be able to do research using ChatGPT and all those things, which is continuous learning and researching, and be able to create that the things they are asking you for are combined in these foundational workplace skills. It means that by just doing WFS, you can do that work and earn internationally. The other, last week, we brought confidence, OB9, confidence. Confidence is WFS. And she was saying something like, said, I have not been without a job. On the course, she had not finished. She used the lesson on how to research online to go and look for somebody she wanted to work for. Use that same research, how I taught them how to research for things, to find the email of the person, send the person an email. Then the email she sent, she used what I taught them on module 6, which is the self-selling module, how to sell yourself to people. She used the format I gave her, sold herself to that person via email. That person responded that night, set up an interview immediately. Before the end of the interview, she had the job. The person gave her login access to start the job immediately. WFS only. This is someone who was a professional who was trying to transition. I did not say she used her experience from her former workplace. Yeah, see, yeah, you understanding me? Said, she said, from that point forward, I have never been out of a job. And no, I earn in dollars. I don't earn local currency. That is what you can go and watch the replay of this thing on our YouTube page, right? Why am I saying this? Before you think that it is the certification you are saving $5,000 that will allow you to start earning, or because before you say that it is because I am 17 or I'm just let me finish undergraduate first, bros. People are already earning from the skills they learned out of school. And here is what's going to happen. Here's what I've seen with most of them. My current content creator that I employed just finished NYC like not so long. But the skills he had acquired before he served is what he used to get employed. Do you understand me? It is key you start now. Especially if you're an undergraduate, a recent graduate, a teenager, and see, it's possible you've also been at home for a long time. Stay at home. It doesn't matter. You have rusted at home. You are rusty. It is fine. I say, anytime you wake up, you have now your money. I was already in the third year of my PhD when I went to Aberdeen and discovered that, hey, Derry, don't let people be deceiving you. Academic scholar, you don't know jack when it comes to the skills that is needed for work. And I picked up my skill and upgraded. See, the greatest, I always say the people I don't take seriously are people that deceive themselves and say, I don't think, it can't be me. I'll just be laughing. I said, my sister, you don't even know what you don't know. So to you, ignorance is bliss. When you realize what you don't know, you will sit down and wail. Because again, I repeat, your level of exposure might be limited. So you do not even know what you don't know. It is key that you start when you know. When you see someone like me that call your attention to you that, my brother, see, you are stuck in this your job for years. You are doing ministry, but you cannot leave. You are telling me job security, job security. I say job security, job security. And you are earning the same thing my 17-year-old is earning. And you have been there for 10 years. You are telling me, what is job security? Are you joking? Are you joking or what? You are only deceiving yourself because why you are saying job security is because you know you are not competitive in the global market. The skills you currently possess, you cannot say I exit this place today and somebody else will hire me. That is the only reason you are singing job security. Because you are not hireable outside of that place. Go upgrade. When you upgrade and somebody is offering you ordinary $1,000 per month, do you know how much that is? 1.7 million naira, ordinary $1,000 per month. Will you sit down in ministry work and be doing it for 100,000? You will discard it. Do you understand me? The reason why some people still have a certain kind of mindset is because they do not possess the skill to exit their current state of life. If they do, they would have exited. Do you know how much advice I got? You know, like, hey, Terry, hey, you did a whole 10 years, did PhD, this one, that one, government one. And if you teach at university, you have security of. I said, okay. Have you gone online to browse lecturer salary? Please go and browse it. Calculate it for the rest of the years you will use to work. Ask yourself if you can truly build wealth. And see, I always tell people that the driver, what drives you to upgrade or upskill yourself determines the kind of thing you want to achieve in life. Me, I am very impact oriented. I want to be able to do good in this world. And broke does not fund broke. I repeat, broke does not fund broke. You want to do philanthropy, you want to do good work, you need to have the money for it. Have you seen Tony Elumelu? You think he's broke to be able to be running Tony Elumelu Foundation and be giving people $5,000? He isn't broke. So even impact work of ministry, church work needs money. So I can never listen. I don't take people serious when they say, I don't even want much in life. I just want to be able to do God's work. I just want to be able to live. I said, stop it. Today, I webinar. I said I spent my entire day with my funding and partnership manager applying for a grant. Why do you think I'm able to do it? I want to be able to apply for a grant to be able to do some projects we are doing at iTrain Africa. So because iTrain Africa is a social enterprise, it means that we are both registered as a limited company and as a foundation. And the foundation, all the things we do at the foundation cost money. I said, oh, we need to be able to do this particular project this year. Let's apply for things. How do you think I have those skills? Again, I repeat, the skills everybody must have in today's world if you must progress or scale anything in life. They are foundational. They are basics that is required for anybody that is going to be referred to as a global citizen. When I worked at a global program coordinator at Museum for the United Nations, one of the requirements of that job was you must have done applications before you have applied for grants. You have, like, who would have thought a job would be saying that a requirement is you apply for this thing? Is that one taught in MBA? Is it taught in masters? Before you carry your money and go and invest it in what is not a requirement, go and watch my free module. Lesson 4, I talked about go to LinkedIn. You go to LinkedIn, go and peruse like 20 job requirements. When you peruse it, you will understand what I'm saying about what is required in the global space. You will come back, enroll yourself, enroll your friend, enroll your family member for the WFS. Because you will now realize that she truly understands what is being required in the global space. Then she used what is still needed to design WFS. I used 3 years to design the curriculum of WFS. Why? I was gathering data, gathering information. I wasn't going to, if it was about costs. See, I started WFS last year, April. As of last year, April, I was collecting 268,750 on my GOP course. I was collecting nothing less than 1 million for clients, executives that were working with me one-on-one. If it was about cost and making money, I wouldn't create WFS at all. But you know why? In 2018, when I traveled and I said, you know how many Africans don't even have basic skills? When are we going to, and we say we want to build Africa, we want Africa to grow, we want to drive the economy of Africa. How are we going to achieve it when we don't have skilled people to do the work? See, if you don't take anything out of this, you don't take anything out of what I've said since morning, take this one thing out. Your ability to be able to be competitive in the global job market lies on your skills and knowledge of the workplace foundational skills. I repeat it, your ability to be competitive in the global. And I am not talking, did you see me mentioning you need to learn how to code and all those things? Those ones are technical skills. I'm talking about the foundational. The reason people go to interviews and don't get hired is not because they cannot code, they cannot do this thing. Guess what? They are asking them, they are trying to gauge their level of emotional, their self-awareness, ability to work collaboratively with others. Look, do you know how many people I've worked with from across the world? In my capacity as global program coordinator at UN Life, I had 30 local facilitators from 23 global locations reporting to me. So it means that I needed to be self-aware and understand the cultural diversity and differences and nuances of different people. One of the things I thought on WFS is you want to write an email, you work in the global space, you're saying, let's have meeting 9 p.m., 9 a.m., and you did not put WAT, CET, EST, you did not put the time zone. Are you joking? That is how they know a journey just come in the global space. You did not put the exact time in terms of time zones. I was working with people across 6 time zones. Are you like, when you are setting a meeting, there was a particular person I was working with that was in Alaska, US. That facilitator was like 9 hours behind me, or 10-ish hours. So I want to set up a meeting with that person. I'll be saying, like, meet me 10 p.m. See, I cannot, even if I say so myself, the work I did to create WFS across 3 years to keep I did not sell it to the global market when I was doing the curriculum. I was testing it at my home. The attitude of the work, the this of the work, the soft skill of the work, digital skill that is needed of the work. Based on my global experience, my academic experience, my entrepreneurial experience, what I need as an entrepreneur for my staff to have, I now finished. I now package everything. I said, oh yeah, come and take it as 75% subsidy, not the amount that people that, yes, when I was testing, people paid me for it. Even when I was testing it, that they were coming to my hub, they were paying me 300K for it. Because I've heard people coming to Adem and say, ma, how can you give something this valuable? You are selling your GOP for 268.7, whatever. You are doing one-on-one for 1 million plus. Does it mean that that's one that you are selling for us at 45K is 150, as in 45K 150 is? And I just smile. I said, when I sold it for 300,000, people bought it and they were telling me, thank you, God will bless you, your generation will be this thing. What does that mean? They are still telling me they did not pay me enough for it. In me doing research, when I wanted to launch it, something that had some similarities to it that it was in the US was for $1,650. Do you understand me? So I am internationally exposed to know the what and the value of what I'm giving. So it is not because I don't know the what. Again, I run a social enterprise. But I always say something in every session. I always say, I don't help those who have not become self-aware enough to know they need me and to know that they need to invest in themselves. When you have not become self-aware enough to know what you need, despite all the alaye and all the expression I've said, these are the things everybody needs, you have not come to that space where you know that you need it, you need to use it to upgrade yourself. For you to invest in that upgrade of yourself, you don't help someone who is not seeking help. So I said, my help is I created something that was not in existence that you need. Another help is I now took it from 300K, I brought it to 45, 150. You are paying 25% of that money. Another help is spending my money on how to say, this is what you need, helping you to become aware of what you need. Now, the help you need to do for yourself is to now say, I need this thing. Let me invest this 25%. This woman has done 75% for me. And this thing. Now, you need to not just invest that money, you also need to invest the next 6 weeks, starting from February 1, on this program. On Google, we have 120 plus Google reviews from people from everywhere. Any day that, I think yesterday I was posting on my WhatsApp stories, I said, I beg, this entrepreneurship tire me in this January, a lot of stuff and shit going on and everything like that is just stressing me. That I wish I can just go back to October when I went on vacation with my husband in Canada. I'm just tired and everything like that. I just want to be, let me just go and chill and that. I now said, but this my mission of upskilling 10 million Africans. How will I now do it? As well, doctor, we have to upskill 10 million Africans, so don't drop this God's work. And I was just smiling and everything like that. Like, on days that I think that, dear, only you working can guys can be earning dollars and be resting. All this you're streaming and telling Africans that they need to upskill and everything like that. On top weights and stuff, on top how much and everything. But for me, whenever I go to Google, I see those reviews. I see, like last week, Friday, I listened to Confidence saying, I was a new mom. I was in that place. I wanted to transition my careers. I was feeling stuck. I needed to upgrade. And I just came across you on Facebook and I took the WFS and I went for that interview. Now I'm earning in dollars. I'm like, I can now work from home and I'm earning well. When you listen to the story of women, men, whose lives are changing, that is payments. The extra payment for me. Why did I say this? If you know that you want to purchase WFS as a course as addition to your jam-packed courses that you have not taken. Like you are warlord of acquiring courses. Don't bother. And I say it because you just wasted my money. Remember, I'm subsidizing this program by 75%. You wasted my time and money. The idea why we say we are a global employability academy is you acquire the knowledge, you implement it, it upgrades your life. I'll say, one more person in Africa, -1 from my 10 million goal. That is when you have paid me. Because through, you only paid me 25%. The remaining 75%, you must pay for it in how your life is going to change. So I'm going to take questions because I have now explained. I said I delivered 3 things to you today. What? The clarity you need on the future workplace skills that you need to have. I delivered that clarity. I said, I will let you know what those future workplace skills are. I delivered that with respect to how you will use it to work. I also now said that I will let you know how you can acquire it. How can you acquire it? Simple. Enroll yourself in WFS. When you know you need to upgrade to a person who is competitive in the global job market. And when I say global job market, I'm not saying you're just looking for the job. You could be upgrading for global in terms of your job, you need to upskill. In your office, you stop complaining about, they said this too. I don't know. They just employed one new project manager. She's now asking us to go and use Airtable. Were we not doing this work well before they joined? They are now saying we should go to Airtable. You are resistant to change. Brother Tunde, you are resistant to change. I said go to Airtable. You can be putting your tax, you can improve your pushback person. It is only you. Let me say, oh God, there is no need. There is no need. We can be managing. Uncle Tunde, you have to upgrade. If you knew how to use it and how it can make your life at work easier, you will not be doing that kind of resistance. Upgrade. Don't let people be leaving you at the back. Upgrade. It is not hard. If you've ever watched my free course, you see how I break things down and teach you in simple terms. That is how I taught you. My 11-year-old son learns what is on WFS, Google Classroom and all those things, and he applies it. The banner in my office, the banner in our office, that one I say learn workplace skills, my 11-year-old son designed that design on Canva. If an 11-year-old can learn this basic workplace, if a 65-year-old retiree mommy, grandmother, can learn how to create letterhead on Canva with watermark for her son-in-law, what is your excuse? If my Aisha that did not finish secondary school can be doing back support of website, can be doing all these technical things, what are you doing? I don't care what your excuse is. If Ijeoma that got into an accident got paralyzed, that when she joined WFS, she was sitting on bed, she cannot walk, she could not even arrange her neck well, can learn it and develop a portfolio for herself from what she learns, develop a portfolio, use Canva to develop a rate card, put it on LinkedIn, and earn 2 million from 3 clients in less than 6 weeks of the program. What is your excuse? If divorcees, widows are getting on it and saying these 6 weeks I will devote myself, what is your excuse? My head cannot carry it. It is a lie. I did not say you should come and learn coding. I'm talking about the workplace foundational skills, which are a lot of things, and I've explained it today. I decided to enroll because I saw some tools that I need to master to get better job. Airtable Mirror, yeah. After that, I'll go for project management course as well. Thank you very much. This thing. Now, if you have questions, I will take questions. And by the way, I know that some of you, we have partners. Why do we call them partners? People that we work with from different countries, different locations, that are helping us spread the good news of workplace foundational skills. And I understand that some of you are on this call today because those partners invited you to come and listen to me and everything like that. Please, please, please ensure that if a partner invited you, go back to them, as why we call them our partners is we have, commissioned them to be able to, what's it called, to be able to purchase this, what's it called, for you to be able to purchase this WFS from them and everything like that. We call them our partner because they have gone through our academy, right? They have gone through our academy, as in most of them have gone through our academy. They know how important this thing is. They can support you on it. So please, if they invited you here, at least you have explained how this works to you. Go and meet the person that invited you. They will give you a link that you can use to, if you want to enroll, they will give you a link that you can use to enroll yourself. If a partner, we call them partners, some of you will call them affiliates. They are our partners because they did not just come here for money. They came here because they have taken the program, they understand how important it is, and they are then saying, one of the things you taught us on the program is for us to earn from the digital economy. One of the ways you can earn from the digital economy is selling digital products, doing affiliate digital marketing, doing online whatever business. Why don't we then earn from the digital economy by spreading the good news of this course, and we can then earn as affiliates? And I said, oh, like, since they begged me, I said, no, like, I want it to be that somebody that comes on this program is self-aware enough to know they need it before they join, because it determines if their life will change or not. It determines if they're not coercing. You heard me when I said that if your plan is to purchase a UFS and add it to your arsenal of courses that you purchase that you never finish, don't bother, because I will be losing. I will be losing. That 75% you will not use it to pay me. Do you understand? So don't bother. You want to store it and say, oh, I purchased that woman's course. To what end? I didn't I didn't test my curriculum for 3 years before I launched it to have such a person on my program. It is key that we are, like I said, the people that are currently promoting the digital skills of BFS for me, they are partners. They understand the mission. We need to reach 10 million people. We need to develop the workforce of Africa. We need skilled hands to develop it. It is until you take the course and implement before you can become skilled that will now help us to contribute to the global workforce. It is not the person that don't be a library. It is not the person that acquired the knowledge. It is the person that acquired the knowledge and the skills and implemented it that they can use it to work. That is the difference. Okay? I'm a working mom who needs to upgrade, and Doc, you have just opened my mind, and I'm joining WFS. So thank you very much, Virginia Dakar. Where are you joining from? And all that. Where are you joining us from? Did one of our partners invite you today? Let me see. Okay, somebody is asking about, I've been talking about our partners, and our partners. There is a program we have that is called She Earns. Let me share my screen around She Earns. She Earns is an empowerment program that we started officially this year, in fact, 2 weeks ago, to ensure that women can earn from the digital economy. When we say women, it is women focused, but we have men in the community who are also earning. Now, what is She Earns? Let me first tell you what my mission for She Earns is, and I will explain what She Earns is. She Earns is what you call like an affiliate marketing program, because there's no better way to explain it, but it's an empowerment program where people help us tell others about this workplace professional skills, and in return, they are able to earn a certain percentage, which is 20% of the money of the WFS. To put that into numbers for you and break it down, She Earns is official. I mean, what's it called? WFS is 42K, but it's 45,150 because of VAT. Everybody pays VAT on top of the products that we sell at the iTrain Africa, because we need to remit government. So what it simply means is 42K, 20% of that money, that's aside government's money, which is 8,000 naira-ish, for that person telling their friend, your son does not have work, oh, this is your son. Give them let them come and learn so that they can upgrade and this thing. And that person enrolls through their link. If that person buys today, by tomorrow, we are getting, is it 30 something, 1 they are getting 8,000 and is it 54 naira? Because again, seller will remove 300 naira commission for them selling that thing through seller. but technically they are not getting less than 8,000 naira just by, that's why we call them our partners. Because for everybody they tell about the workplace foundational skills that enrolls, we win, all of us win. What is the first win? The person they tell becomes part of the 10 million people who will be upskilled in Africa by this I Train Africa. And that person goes ahead to be skilled enough to improve their earning power, whether they're already working or to be able to start earning from the digital economy, whether they're not yet working, they are stay-at-home moms, they are recent graduates. That is the first win. Someone's life is about to change because somebody told them about it through the She Earns program. The second person that wins is the affiliate marketer or our She Earners. We call them our partner, our She Earners. Because why? By them applying what they learned on the Workplace Foundational Skills program to earn from the digital economy, by them using digital tools that we teach them how to use, they are earning money and they are earning prayers. Hey, I told She Earners when they joined me last 2 weeks, I said, She Earners, do you ever go out? Somebody you don't know is stopping you on the road and is saying, Doc, God will bless your generation and your children. You'll be praying and you are looking at the person now. You went to a co-market and you are trying to process, how do I know you? He said, I saw you on Facebook. Last year, I learned the program you told me to, I wrote for it. Here's what happened. Before that time, I used to wait for my husband to bring money home. Now I can sort busy phone if you come back home. Now I have more, people value me more in my husband's family. Do you, like, I told the affiliate people, like our She Earners, our partners, I said, the feeling of 8K landing in your accounts is good. Because whenever I get that message from Sarah to say, that's why you just made a sale, I said, the happiness is good. I said, but you see, the true level of measure of happiness is when I receive a notification from Google and say, someone from Mozambique, somebody from Ghana just dropped a Google review. I go there and I read. I said, see, the joy does not finish. The joy of alert is once. The joy of that does not finish. So if you are that person, especially if you are impact oriented, I encourage you to join the She Earns. Every month we are enrolling 100 people into She Earns. For January, we have enrolled 92 people. If I'm correct, at least the last time I asked my She Earns coordinator. And if you are a person that you are asking, how is this an empowerment program? You remember I told you that I have all this business Herculean, I've done this, I've done that, all this business Herculean. One of the things we do in the She Earns, we have a community, a WhatsApp community, where we even support them on how to sell, what they tell, like we teach them things such as how they identify their customers, the kind of things they say to their customers. We teach them things like entrepreneurship, sales, and marketing. Now we don't charge them for it. Again, remember that we said, why did we start She Earners? Some of, especially women, we finish coming to WFS, but we realize that unlike men that are self-starters, like when I say self-starters, they don't need extra support to move. Because a lot of women have been at home, they've been doing this, they still feel they are not enough to earn from the digital economy. And I said, here's what's going to happen. We are going to start a program where we are going to give them a product that works, that the only thing that can happen if they sell that product to someone is the person will pray for them for introducing them to it, right? We will give them, we are the one delivering it. We are the one rendering 6-week support. We are the one doing online course. We are the one paying seller to host the course. We are the one paying Systemio to pay $97. We are the one doing we are setting up the system. My sister, we will now even put you in a community. We trained last week, we did 3 sets of training. Okay? All you need to bring, my sister, is your willingness to learn and your ability to receive the learning. Open your mouth, tell somebody about what will change their life, and the money I am supposed to give Mark. Who is Mark? Mark Zuckerberg, the person that owns Facebook and Instagram, that I typically give 20% of my money to markets for me and across Africa. The money I'm supposed to give Mark, let me give you. 20% of this money that Facebook will probably collect from me from. And by the way, the truth is, yesterday or the day for yesterday, my cost of acquiring a customer is not up to 8,000 for that I'm giving an affiliate. It's not up to 8,000 for. Do you understand? It's not like if I check my ads manager, the money I'm giving Mark. But again, remember we run a social enterprise. Said the ripple effects of me getting 100 she earners every month. It means that one person is empowered. Another person empowers another. The ripple effect, that is the only way I can reach 10 million people. Because one person who lives in the remote areas of one village is telling somebody to come and learn WFS. That person gets liberated. It's not any from the That means everybody in that economy, it starts to grow. And that's how we said, when people tell me, I said, no, I don't run an affiliate or whatever network. I run an empowerment program that ensures women can earn from the digital economy without limitations. Who can join She Earners? Who is eligible? Women from all over the world can join She, especially those who are interested in entrepreneurship, education, and personal development. Do you have to have taken WFS to be a She Earner? No, but we encourage you. You know why? When we were training She Earners last week on entrepreneurship, innovation, and everything, the training is on YouTube. You can watch it to understand what I'm saying. We realized that I was talking about use of Google Sheets, how they can, do their audience target as in, I was talking about using Google Sheets to do certain things. If you have not done WFS, you will be looking lost. Remember, I said WFS is what you need to do any type of work. Affiliate marketing of a digital product is work. Remember, I said that everybody who intends to do any form of work must have WFS skills. Do you understand? So an affiliate marketer who does not even know how to, because we have to set up links. For instance, we give them MOUs, memorandum to sign. They should sign digitally. People who have not taken WFS were struggling to sign digitally. Something we have taught on WFS, how to sign a digital form. So we encourage every share, and I say, please, if you know you want to succeed in this business, take the foundational workplace skill so that you have at least foundational knowledge for yourself, number one. Number two, you understand what you want to tell somebody else about. So you're not just telling that, come on, you are telling them because you have seen the benefits to yourself and you can tell another person. That is what she, our men welcome, yes. Let me show you our affiliates. We don't call them affiliates. Remember, they are our partners. We listed them on our website. We listed our partners on our website. Why? It's key that, again, they are our partners. They are not, you understand? They are our partners because for us, it is important that we are training people, we are empowering them, we are supporting them to succeed. We are supporting them to succeed by giving them a platform where they can even list themselves. Are you seeing the faces of these women and men? Right? They are from everywhere. Women, 2 children, 1 child, different things. Are you seeing people? They are like me, and this is an undergraduate. The guy said, I cannot be making extra cash. Let me join She Earners. Please, I beg you, see this, mommy? You see this, mommy? So you will see your type there before you say, I don't, it is because you will see your type there. One man was saying they have a 17-year-old son that is demanding a phone. I said, they want a phone. They can end the phone. Tell them all those their friends that they have in multiples, in thousands, in multiples. That they're using. Tell them today, if you can put this on my status and one of your friends buy that 8,400, I will give you, you will put it inside your bank account. By the time you do 8,000 in 10 places, 80,000, I will balance it up, add 100,000 to earn a laptop. You are even teaching that child the importance of money. When I tell people I started my business on a loan, They think I'm joking. I Train Africa. My sister loaned me $700 to purchase an online course that would teach me how to create online courses. I always tell people the very first investment in anything you want to do in life, you want to become a tailor, you want to become a mechanic, you want to become the first investment before you say, give me money to go and acquire inventory, your first investment should be in the knowledge. Once you acquire the knowledge, every other thing will fall in place. Because someone that acquired WFS knowledge now knows that they can earn from a digital economy. They can now join she earners. They can now make their first 8,000. They can make their someone on Sunday. She troubled my she earns manager to give her affiliate link. She signed her MOU, sent it. First thing on Monday morning, my admin created affiliate link for her after she said that. Monday, she made her first 8K. Yes, Tuesday, she made her second 8K. I was excited. She was sending us picture of when seller credited her the 8K. And I was just smiling. This time last week, that person had not even enrolled for she earns. When I tell people that, when people tell me I cannot start a business because I don't have my say, I think it's bullshit. I do not believe in it. You would start from where you are. If me, I borrowed to learn, not to buy land, to learn. $700, calculate how much that money is. So why do I keep saying it? The slogan of She Earns is women earning without limitations. If you have somebody in your family who is feeling entitled to the money you have, you say, brother, today you bring problem, tomorrow you bring problem. Brother, you see this She Earners, all you need. Do you have access to 100 MB data on a phone that has WhatsApp? Join, enroll for She Earners. You are not even saying join WFS again. Join She Earners. Talk. Watch the training. They trained you on YouTube. Go and apply the training to get your first customer. That 8,000. You know what you use your first 8,000 to do? You will now go and buy MTN data. 6,000 that will last you for 1 month, but you can allow you to do 1.5 gig every day. It's called always on data. I am teaching you how to start a business from zero. You will now take, so all that means what you really need is maybe somebody's WhatsApp status or phone, one person's phone that has access to internet, so that you can enroll. You will register for She Earners. You will enroll yourself for She Earners. When you enroll, we will send it. We will review your application. We will say we have accepted. We will sign MOU. You are seeing that all this one, you can do it on a friend's phone. When you finish doing it on a friend's phone, why am I saying all this? I have started 3 businesses from nothing. When I started my fashion business in 2010, the money they gifted me to go and buy clothes for my MSc, 20,000. I carried it with my 6,000 savings. I went to Mushin, bought sewing machine. I learned on credit. I learned fashion designing on credit. My neighbor was a fashion. She taught me. When I started using it to make money, I gave her money to learn work. That business grew. I ran it for 10 years. In 2015, when I diversified into fabric business, I had 500K. This thing was not enough to start that business then. I told my sister, borrow me extra 500K. I used to give you 600K in 6 months. My blood sister, 1 year below me. I did not ask her for money. I did not feel entitled to her money to say, after all, she's doing well. She's the this thing at Unilever. She's marketing manager. I did not say give money, my sister. I said, this is my plan. I needed to start diversifying my business. Give me this extra money. This one, I will this because I had done what? I had gained knowledge on how to run such a business. So when I tell people that the fundamental thing common to anybody that is starting, you are starting, you are a teenager. You are starting, you are a stay-at-home mom. You are starting, you are a retiree. You are starting anything. The fundamental is knowledge. Acquire knowledge first. Every other thing is going to fall in place. because you can even borrow. So, like you can say, please give me 200 naira. Let me buy 200 credit for one day. This 200 naira credit, I will use it to enroll, as in I will use it to put on my friend's phone who has 1 day data. When I now click the link, I will sign the MOU used to check my email, open email, so that they can send it to them. When they finish signing up, I will now join the WhatsApp community where they are teaching them how to start off this thing. When I join, I'll now go and tell that uncle that doesn't have work in my area because he has been saying he has been for it. I say, Uncle, see you. This thing, enroll for even yourself. You've not done it to enroll for it. If you do it, you have all this work. All this thing I taught you today. Teach the uncle. Say, are you serious? Oh yeah, register now. The moment uncle registers, your first 8,000 has coming. You know what you will do? You now tell your friend, can I buy data on your phone? So that I can be using my Instagram every day. You will buy 6,000 data. That 6,000 data, it is for 1 month. Every day they'll be giving you 1.5 gig. You will now wake up in the morning with that data. Yeah, imagine you're still borrowing somebody's phone. Remember, you now collect the phone. Let me use it for 2 hours. You now write content. Say, this one, you talk about it on WhatsApp status. And that person chat you. Another 8,000 will come. You will carry that 8,000. You will start to what? To save it. You will go and get the barest minimum. By the time you do that one, for one day, you get one person. 5 days is 40K. You will now carry that 40,000 to go and get phone. Basic phone. 40K that has access to internet, WhatsApp, and Facebook, and maybe Instagram. 40K will buy you a basic phone. All these itel, I don't know what those things. 40K will buy you a basic phone. I did not say you should go and point your hand to Samsung or to point your hand to whatever, all those things that you are aspiring to. Buy that basic phone so you stop borrowing. Remember that the only thing you have to buy first maybe is a SIM card, so you can put it on your friend's phone. To buy data. You put that, you now remove your SIM card from your friend's phone that has that data. You now put it on your 40K phone. You will now come and be doing it yourself. That means within 2 weeks, without your mouth that you want to use to beg your brother, sister, auntie, uncle, this thing, you can use the mouth to just say, please, all I need is to put this SIM card in your phone. Just give me one for 30 minutes. You can set yourself up from nothing, absolutely nothing. When you have not acquired that phone, your next savings cannot be like, let me enroll for WFS. So me, myself, at least I'm digitally literate. Let me enroll with my next 45K. You enroll yourself. As you are learning Canva, you are doing Canva design, using it to promote your affiliate marketing. You are learning how to do selling yourself. You are putting yourself on this thing. You are learning how to put yourself to do Google Sheets and do rate card. You are doing it. I can bet you in 6 months that your friend from the village will be asking you, how did you turn your life around? Tell them you met Dr. Aderinsola that started 3 different businesses from borrowing from my sister. Or from. Do you understand me? Because why do I have to explain all this? Some people see people online and they think that they are lucky. It is not luck. It is careful planning. Join WFS, start from there. I'm now saying if your challenge is that even to join WFS, you can absolutely not join She Earners. Start from there. The only reason we did not put that caveat on She Earners is because it's an empowerment program. What is the caveat that you must have taken WFS? We wanted to put it, I said, no. It is an empowerment program for people to start from, even if they have nothing. They can earn and then enroll themselves in WFS. But you have no limitation because the world is not a global space. And you have met me that has done it. I've been there, done. I don't teach you from Google. I teach you what I have done. I taught WFS. The 70+ lessons I recorded it myself. Pure experience of over a decade across various sectors. Academic, this thing. There are some modules there I taught academics how to use Google Scholar to do research for the academic stuff. It doesn't matter the work you want to do. You need WFS. It doesn't matter your age, your sex, your religion, your whatever. You need it. If you want to make payment from Zambia, just click the seller link. So one of my team members is in the comment section. I have people from Zambia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, South Sudan. There is current on my team. There's an intern I have that joined WFS, but she's currently interning with me. Okay, she's from South Sudan. I have people from Zambia, Zimbabwe, this, that, Ghana. Again, one of the things we talk about in any from digital economy, Seller. Seller is a payment gateway that allows us to be able to collect money from everywhere. Again, small knowledge that can empower you. Do you understand? How can you join She Earns? Please, the link, somebody should. Are my people, my salespeople, I don't know, my team, are you here? I've dropped the link. That's how you can join She Earners. And please, if you've been listening to me, you understand something. I said, one of the things I taught you tonight is one of the digital skills, one of the workplace foundational skills, your what? Your ability to do research. Your first research starts from reading completely what is on the sales pages, including the workplace foundational skills sales page. Right? Workplace foundational skills what? Sales page. Anybody that truly wants to be a global citizen, you cannot be saying, man, what is this? What is that? There is a sales page that in 3 minutes you will read it and all the information you need ever about this program is on it. One of the things I taught my students on Workplace Foundational Skills program is how to research what you need. Research capabilities is the greatest skill alive today. Because even if you don't know, once your mindset is set and your skills is that I can research it, you can know it. Anything you can research, there you know. Anything you can what? You can research, then you know it. There are no limitations, I tell you. The only thing limiting you is you. Start from where you are. And I really hope. I did not set out this night to encourage people. It was one of the people in the comment section that was telling me I should talk about She Earns and everything. I did not set out to encourage you and do all those things. I just wanted to just teach you workplace foundational skills and go. Right? I just wanted to tell you this thing. Right? But because when somebody started to ask me about this, I said, someone may be here. Already, our target for January of 100 people, we've met it. So people are enrolling now to join like the February batch of the She Earners. As you enroll for She Earners, we approve you, we set you up, we give you the training, you start. Right? So it is key. It is key. Everything you need to learn about is on this particular page. You can see loads and loads of testimonials on Google. And yes, the next batch is enrolling, and the registration to it is closing in 5 days. It is closing in 5 days. So if you want to join, it's time to join. Does anyone have questions? Oluwatosin Sholaye said, I am so happy that I am here. Thank you, Dr. Risha, for the BFA, and I have no regret having to listen to you. Thank you so much. And please, our partners are here. Some of you were invited here by our partners. Go to them. If you were invited by my partner, which is what you people call your affiliate, go to them. They will give you a link to enroll. And it's the same program you're enrolling for. It's just that we are empowering people through this, right? So it is key for us that we build people as we build Africa. They are our partners in this whole thing. So please go and if you are invited by one of our partners here today, that's our affiliates, right? True, as I say, it's really God's work. It's God's work, because if I spend the same amount of time doing my international work, you know how much I will earn. But the fulfillment is different. I cannot even lie about that. The fulfillment is different. So it is key that I said, we all know what we want from life. Huh? All of us know what we want from life. So what you want from life determines what wealth means to you. Okay? Determines what wealth means to you. So let's ensure that if there are no more questions, I'd like to call it a night. Thanks, Mama from Mozambique. Han from Mozambique. Thank you very much for joining. But yeah, I'm trying to scroll. Please mention. Okay, no, I'm trying to scroll. If you need to watch the free version of the that I talked about, go to it's on Seller. It's free to watch. Send it to your friends and family, so at least they can. You need the replay of this live. It's on YouTube. It's free for you to go and watch. Just make sure that you are not changing your life alone. Tell somebody to tell somebody. And don't all the information. I saw it on Facebook and I was fascinated about the videos and the models of the drawing, which is what I have been looking for before now. Hami Kaduna. So Oluwatoyin Shole, yeah, we are happy to welcome you to the program. And that is why we keep spending loads and loads of money on ads, because the people we truly need to reach, they need to hear about us for their life to change. And if they don't hear about us, how will their life change? So we are spending heavily on letting it reach the people that need us. Every day. When I tell someone we don't spend less than 100,000 naira a day on ads, they are like, are you serious? I'm not joking. So basically, technically, the 25% of the money we are collecting from you is to allow it to reach people. Okay? So please ensure that you are being reach others for us, which is why we started sharing. I said, if this NAS reach 10 million, we cannot do this work alone. We cannot do this work alone. Let people do the work for us. Let people do the work for us so that at least they too, they are after they are doing work, let's be giving them the money for doing the work and things like that. You know, it's key. Thank you for this way. I can't miss WFS this time around. Fongwa, thank you so much. What's the time frame for WFS lectures online? So it is self-paced. How do we mean that it is self-paced? So if you look at this, the lessons are pre-recorded, but we support you across 6 weeks. So it is the support that is in batches. Do you understand? So when we say we are starting February 1, it's not because the course has not been recorded. The lessons are recorded. So this person that asked this question, if you click on this link, now this seller link, enroll yourself to it. You understand what I'm saying when I say it's pre-recorded. You can watch the course in the morning, afternoon, night, middle of the night, whenever it is that is convenient for you. But we encourage you to follow the schedule of the academy. What do we mean by schedule? Let me show you something. I'm a very structured person. Again, I've taught at university. I'm an academic. I'm a researcher. So and I've been exposed to global learning. I've developed over 10 curriculums. So I'm an educator, not a coach. So when I say I'm an educator, it means that I have developed, when I say I developed a curriculum, it means I developed not just the course, I developed the learning experience of the program. So beyond the course, there are 5 other things that comes with the program. You get the course, which is where you learn what you need to learn. You get the community, which is where we support you for interactive learning. You get to attend live workshops 2 times. You know, when I say you need to gain relevant experience that you used to boast at interview, we organize it for you, where you come online on 2 different times during the program. You work collaboratively with other people. You know, when you say you work collaboratively, that you are hearing it in book, you will do it. That's the 3rd thing you get on the program. The 4th thing you get on the program is where we now do peer-to-peer accountability groups, where we put you in subgroups where you then feed off one another. The 5th thing you get, which is post-program, we put you in an alumni group. Yeah, alumni group. And there's a community manager that is giving you opportunities that are open, supporting yourself, inviting you for alumni, spotlighting you. The 6th thing you get on our programs, you cannot take my program, you not do quiz. You will do quiz. You will do quiz. There's Google Classroom. You will submit your quiz on Google Classroom. You think I'm joking with you here? You will do quiz and submit on Google Classroom. We are not joking. I will show you an example of what I'm talking about. So now this is a schedule. This is a batch. You can see this schedule on this thing. Anybody can access this schedule. Let me copy the link to this schedule. Again, how to even develop this kind of schedule. We taught it on WFS. I will drop the link to this thing now inside the comment section. I will drop it in comment section. You can click this schedule and look at what our schedule is like. Right? Click it. I dropped the link in the Zoom. Click it. You will see what our schedule looks like. What is a schedule? Because I'm a very organized person. One of the things I teach on WFS, under one whole module is structure and organization. You must organize yourself to fly in the global space. If you click this link now, can you see it? Some of you have clicked it. You have entered. I can see that you have. Whenever I say I'm working collaboratively with people, this is the kind of thing that happens. I can see you as you are entering my document. I'm seeing you. You are working collaboratively with me. This is what we teach. Do you understand me? This is batch week 1. We'll tell you on day 1. You need to watch your onboarding lesson. You need to meet you. You need to watch this one. On day 2, watch lesson 1, 2, 3. This is a schedule that guides you. All you need is 1 hour a day. How do I mean? Look at this schedule now. You are seeing my screen. On this schedule, we are saying on day 1, watch only 3 lessons. Lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. It means that you will now go to your seller accounts that we enrolled you, or this our learning management system. What is lesson 1, 2, 3? You will come here, look at what the lessons are. Lesson 1, 2, 3 in module 1, which you have access to right now for free, is the other ones you don't have access to. Lesson 1 is what? 17 minutes, your mindset. Lesson 2 is where we will allow you to take a personality test where you determine your career pattern, all those things. Lesson 2, 20 minutes. Lesson 3, 21 minutes, which is what? Add these 3 lessons together that we recommended for day 1. Is it up to 1 hour? And yes, you can learn it on your phone. On the go, in the toilet, you spend 45 minutes in the toilet. Uncle, use that 45 minutes to learn for 1 day. You spend 1.5 hours in Lagos traffic, use it to learn. We designed the school in such a way that even if you're a busy professional, you can put it into your schedule because you can watch your courses at any time. The only thing that is live is the live workshop where you work collaboratively, and it is twice during the program. And we would have informed you that, in fact, if you go to the sales page of, what are they calling it? WFS right now. The sales page of WFS. The time we will do the first live workshop is February 22. The next one is this 2 weeks after that. So you know the dates. Nothing like, and it is only for 3 hours on that day. We have structured the academy to fit you. We have helped you to organize how you will learn. We have made this self-paced. We have put quiz to ensure that you are understanding what you are learning. You and me, between you and me. We have an assessor that marks your this thing online. Between you and me, are you not afraid that they were giving you this thing for 45K? Between you and me, with all these structures and what you get, are you not afraid? Some people have not enrolled for WFS because they say there must be something they are not saying. That is why I quickly always tell you that, see, there is social enterprise. You will see us carry a 1 million course and offer it for 50K. Social enterprise, that is how it works. It is not because that person that you see offering for 1 million is teaching me, is teaching anything. I will tell you, go look, as you see me like this, I always say, go and bring a facilitator that teaches workplace skills, that has bigger pedigree than I do. You will not find a facilitator that can teach you things across the academic, professional, international space, entrepreneurship experience of 15 years. You will not find it. You won't find it. And you won't find that clarity king like me. I am gifted with clarity and ability to teach adults complex things in simple forms. It is a gift. It is a gift. I know how to teach. That one I'm certain of. It is a gift. I chose to be a teacher. It's not as if I did not pass in school. Do you understand? When I tell people, what really gets me glued always to meetings on Zoom is the knowledge effort, is the way you pass knowledge effortlessly. Right? I know I'm a gifted teacher, and I've also upgraded myself in teaching. I have learned how to teach better. I have learned how to deliver my slides better. I have learned how to teach people better. I am gifted is one thing, but I am also a lifelong learner. I keep investing in even the things I am good at doing. That is why I keep getting better. I invest in self-development. Meetings, how you dispense is not effort without so much effort, so much money that even a baby will be able to get it and be on point. Thank you so much. You deserve your accolades. Thank you so much, Uche, Nancy, Obi. Those are people that probably have been with me for a long time. So this is how your schedule works. Now, we recommend you do this daily. If you cannot do it daily, just make sure you do it weekly. Can you learn on your mobile device? Yes. Can you learn on the go? Yes. Your Google Classroom, how long do we give you to submit assignments? 1 week. So if we give you module 1 this week, we'll give you a couple of days after that module 1 has finished to submit. Some of you are saying, will I be able to navigate Google Classroom? Don't worry, you can navigate Google Classroom. That one, small thing, onboarding will teach you how to do that one. Onboarding day. So it is not this thing, okay? Don't be afraid. I've had 60-something-year-old people, 60-something-year-old, come to this academy and learn. I don't have techno, I did not do computer science. I did not do JAP, it was chemistry I did. As at 2017, I did not know what Google Scholar was. I picked myself up from scratch and learned up. So thank you so much, everyone that has come here today. I've not been with you so much, I just got enrolled to WFS. Oh, really? Are you serious? Is this better than Udemy? I don't get, are you asking me if my WFS is better than Udemy or if my learning platform is better than Udemy? As I don't get your question. I don't get your question, Aziz. Are you asking if Seller is better than Udemy or Udemy is a learning platform, right? I don't get, are you asking if Seller as a learning platform is better than Udemy as a learning platform? Azizat, you probably need to learn more around things. Udemy is a learning platform. Udemy is not a course. Udemy is a learning management place where people sell courses. Do you understand? Udemy is a, you know, the way you will say Khan Academy is a place where you have different courses hosted. Udemy is seller. Do you understand me? Udemy is seller. You see the seller where I was showing you now, where different people who are teaching host their courses. That is what Udemy is. Do you understand? Udemy is not a course. Udemy is a learning management system where people put courses that they want to sell. Do you understand? So you asking if workplace foundational skills course or if Udemy is, if WFS is better than Udemy, you cannot compare a course. And it's like you saying, is mass communication better than University of Lagos? Is it comparable? Do you understand me? Because University of Lagos is the school. Mass comm is the course inside the school. Do you understand? Udemy is a place where they have different courses, just like Seller. So Udemy is not a course. Huh? That's number one. Do you understand? Now, number two, you're now asking if WFS course is better than maybe a course on Udemy. There is no WFS course on Udemy. Let's get that straight. It does not exist. I can say it anywhere. Do you know how much research I did before I created WFS? 3 years curriculum development, and I have expertise in product development. I went to the best global innovation lab in the world, the Unleash Global Innovation Lab, on how to innovate products. Do you understand? So I know how to innovate products. I'm an academic with a PhD. I know how to develop curriculums. So my course does not exist on any other platform, period. You can't get it in any other place. Because do you even find a skills course that is first giving you clarity, giving you link to take a personality test so that you understand who you are, your weaknesses and your strengths, so that we then use it to recommend the kind of career you should pursue? How many courses have you taken that's giving you that? Be true to yourself. It's just that whenever I'm talking, I do not like to say I'm taking a course from a competitor to compare. I don't do that because I'm in a lane of my own. I don't have, it doesn't exist. Why did I create WFS? When I came back from UK in 2018, December, after I had seen plenty things, I then went to my then HOD and said, sir, there are plenty things we need to learn in this Africa or this one, that one. People are limited. When people travel, they will know their as sir, we cannot do like that. How many people will get the opportunity to travel? Many people are working in Africa. They don't know this, they don't know that, they don't know. I was then in the academic space. I tried to start it in the academic space. I realized that, this thing you want to do for Africa, it is not from the academic space. Because of what? The bureaucracy. I cannot by myself change the curriculum of Nigeria. There's a lot that needs to get done. But can I by myself create a curriculum and start to sell it to people that need it? Yes. So I did 2 years in the academic space, exited so that I could do this. So my course does not exist in any other place. I started developing it in 2021, January 5, with my cousin who had the first class. I would do 6 months of testing. Did he meet this criteria? I would document my results. I would get another person in. 9 demographics. It was tested on 9 demographics. Again, you may not understand the gravity of what I'm saying. If you are not a product manager or you've never been involved in the product developments, you may not understand what I'm saying. The only people that develop products like this are like abroad startups that they have funding backing them. They have money, like investors are throwing money at them to be testing the solution. Those are the people that understand product development the way I did it. If it was about a Udemy course, I would have created this since February of 2021 and be selling it. I was not about to create what Africans did not need or what was not a gap in the market. I was about to create a solution for people, not a product. It is a solution to what you need. It is a solution to your problem. Do you understand me? So I am not just trying, I'm not bragging. I don't even think, like, have you ever enrolled for a course and the facilitator tells you that they tested the course for, as in they tested the curriculum for 3 months when they released it and rolled it out? What you see outside is someone will say, I learned today, I'm a coach tomorrow. They created a course by getting all the things from ChatGPT, packets. They sell it as ebook and put themselves. I'm not a coach. I'm an educator in the true sense of it. So me and Udemy, we are not even on the same lane. Nah, that's not me. To give you perspective, I'm currently in partnership discussion. Last year I had some partnership discussion. Someone from Netherlands reached out to me to say they wanted me to be the delivery partner for a program in the Netherlands on WFS. Like, they will pay me to teach those people, professionals in Netherlands, WFS. How much do you think I was charging them for per person? I won't disclose it, but just do the maths. Do the maths. So when I say my course was, I have exposure in the global space. I did my research. I did not say it did not exist in Nigeria. I already knew that it was not existent. I knew that for sure. So when I was going to create, like, this thing, and that was one of my major challenges. Why did I spend 3 years in developing a curriculum? It is easy when something is existing, you go and look for somebody and copy it from. If it is existing, you will look for someone and say, okay, this person is, let me do it my own like this. I was doing it without blueprints. So I had to create my own blueprint. Yesterday, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? When I was teaching the entrepreneurship session on Tuesday, I showed some people here. You can go and watch it. The Google form I used to do my research when I was innovating WFS. Part of the people in my audience helped me to fill that Google form for me to collect data so that I can know what they want. I can collect. So whenever you see me say, my curriculum is a 3-year tested and iterated curriculum that doesn't exist, I am not bragging. Are there courses that will be shouting workplace skills, digital skills? Yes. Are they scientifically designed to ensure that it is providing solution to your problem? No. Do you get it? So yeah. Thank you so much. Somebody now said, thank you, man. I'm blessed to have been one of your students in the BFS batch 5. May God crown you. Amen. You don't give like a clarity gap, but you don't give like a clarity gap, but gap about text. I'm not certain what you are asking, Uche, Nancy. Are you asking about tech careers you can start? I'm not sure. You don't give like a clarity gap about tech skills. I'm not sure what you are asking. Honestly, I'm struggling to understand. Are you saying, look, Uchenna, if you have not watched my module 1, the free one, go and watch it. I'm sure most likely you'll find your answer to it. My module 1, lesson, that module that I say is free. Watch lesson 4 and 5. You will see what I'm talking about. It is free to watch. Just go and watch it. In 1 hour, you'll be done. 1 hour from now. Click it, watch it. You'll probably get your answer in the free version. I'm motivated this night, and I thank God I'm enrolling in the DSWFS. So I'm sure whatever you are asking, Uchenna, why do I call it a clarity module? It gives people clarity about the career paths they need to choose. I am not one of those coaches that will say, I look at you, your face is fine. You'll be a good project manager. Your face is fine. You'll be a content creator. No, it doesn't work. There is a science to choosing career. When you go on that free version, there is a link I put there. It is the link to 16 personalities test. Take a 16 personality test. When you get the results, there will be certain recommendation of career path that you can throw. That is a scientifically proven method, not the EJ. It look like. How will you know I'm a researcher? I don't do things based on emotions. Like, it's scientifically proven, backed up with research. And you just don't start talking yada 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 and like, all those stuff now. That is not me. Okay, that is not me. You are absolutely right. You can never compare Udemy to BBS. I've taken several courses on Udemy. They are mainly hard. So see, people are screenshotting all these things. You are absolutely. There are several people in my academy. I think Bimbola Lawi, she here. She's a part of our She-Earners. In fact, she took a professional project management certification. She came back to my academy to learn. My academy is not certificate focused. I don't care about certificates because I would tell people that my 2 international jobs were not getting by my certificate. I care about the fact that you can do the job they are asking you to do. Skills over certifications. That is what I care about. Do you get a certificate of participation? Yes. But most likely, if you learn what I teach you, they will not ask you for that certificate because you would have proven that you can do what you say you can do. Nobody's going to remember that they need a certificate to show it. Let me give you a story. Recently, like last week of December, like early January, one of the people that went through my WFS, they needed to recruit a product manager out of the US. I knew this person. I said, I recommend this person. Long and short, they had the meeting, the interview at 10 p.m. in the night. They finished it at 10, of course, US time. They were doing it in US time, but it was Nigerian time, 10 p.m. They finished it at 12 midnight. By 1 a.m., they had sent her an offer. 1 a.m., 3 hours. It was like recommendation, like I know, that kind of stuff. No work experience in that field. They just took, WFS and a technical skill. We have other courses at the academy. We have WFS, which is foundational. Then we have 3 technical skills courses, which is project management, product management, and content creation and social media management. We have 3 other courses. And by the way, if you are here and you intend to enroll for any of these 3 technical programs, the price is changing to 215,000 at the beginning of April. Just so you know, the price is changing to 215,000 on April 4. So don't say I did not say so. I'm saying it now. So just so we are clear on expectations. And you know, say that time when you came, you said it was and you will still be getting it for cheap, because if you go and buy somewhere, it is more expensive. So it's still a win for you. There are no more questions. But I like this person that said on Udemy, you are absolutely right. You can never compare Udemy with WFS. I've taken several courses on Udemy. They are mainly for knowledge sake and accumulating certificates. Even with this free clarity session, this is good. I tell you, like, even Udemy course, like, take my free clarity session and go and put in Udemy course. You will still gain more from this clarity session. Because experience, you can't buy it. The only way you can buy experience is buying the programs of those who have experience, not those who have. Most Udemy teachers are knowledge-based. They are teachers. Like, I read it, I come and teach you. You know, the same way that you went to university, your teachers taught you and you still did not get work. Why? Because it was not taught from experience. It was taught from knowledge, theoretical. Look, I can go on and on. I can teach you for 6 hours, but I really need to go. How much is the technical skills program? Someone said I want to enroll. Is it Omena Venecia? Something, I don't know. Somebody in the comment section should please answer for me. How much is technical skills program? As of today, it is 107,500. By April 4, it is 215,000. Any technical program right now, project management, product management, content creation, and social, it is also a 6-week program. For each of them, yes, any one that you want. Whether you want to enroll for project management, product, GOP is 268,750. GOP is a professional program for experienced professionals, founders, or academics who need to learn how I attract global opportunities on LinkedIn without chasing people. Today is January 23. As of January 17 or 18, like January 17 or 18, 2 people had reached out to me from international space on LinkedIn. 2 people. I did not say I reached out to me on this thing. One person reached out to me for partnership. One person reached out to me to invite me to a podcast in the US. The podcast I recorded on Saturday, it was from somebody that reached out to me sometime in November from India. It was an SDG related podcast. I was out on LinkedIn. I'm just giving you perspective. I don't teach what I don't do. I don't teach what I don't get. Then I said I worked internationally twice. LinkedIn. So when I say I teach professionals, proven method, my framework, PPP framework, profile building, platform optimization, positioning, that they can use to build their global visibility. That is what I teach on GOP. It's an advanced program. It's an application-based program. You don't have experience. If you apply for it, we won't accept you into the program. So if you don't accept you, you cannot pay. If we don't accept you, you cannot even pay for the program. I'm not joking. So it's an application-based program. where we, it's only people that have experience we take into that program. Yeah, only people with experience. So if you know you're that person, you have experience, you want to build some form of global visibility, and yeah, apply to the GOP. It's one program that I don't talk about it enough, but I have results for ages. Like, go to the page. Like, how do I explain it? It's more like if you want to learn about GOP, or you want to learn about all these things I teach around global visibility, go to my personal Instagram page, Aderinsola Adio Adepoju. Follow me on this thing. Just follow me for 1 week there. You understand what I'm saying? Follow me for 1 week on Instagram, my personal Instagram page, and you understand what I'm saying about that. About GOP. GOP is Global Opportunities Program, and it's an advanced program. It is 268,750. Is there an instrumental payment for GOP? Yes, twice payments, and it must be complete before the program starts. So with that one, we take twice payments for it. Why do we take twice payments? There are 2 courses we give you access to. So how does GOP work? Professionals apply. When we approve the application, they pay, whether in full or in half, whatever it is. Then we give them the courses. Unlike this one, we don't give them courses immediately. We give them courses immediately. Why? Those courses take time to apply. Like when you take the course 1, which is the course 1 on the program, even if the course 1 is 5.5 hours, but hello, the assignment, not assignments, the activities you need to do. For instance, they also take a personality test. I teach them a scientific way to journal so that they can, go and listen. Then I teach them other things that they need to go and ask their stakeholders. It is when they do all these activities to get clarity on how they want to be seen on LinkedIn, the kind of image they want to portray to the global world, the kind of image they need to portray that will sell. When they have clarity on that, then we now build a profile. Like I then teach them how to build a profile on the course. Then after they do that, they will now take the profile they've built. In fact, come on Friday. What am I even talking about? We have an Instagram live on my page on Friday, which is tomorrow, 6 p.m. Tomorrow. My Instagram page, Moina, please, can you drop the link to the, if you're in the Get community, we'll communicate about the Instagram live to you. It is on my page. It is on my personal page. Where I'll be talking about how you can turn your LinkedIn into a global opportunities attraction magnet. Come tomorrow. Maybe I'll explain that part better. If you're an experienced professional, yeah, or academic or founder, like this person now, batch 4, Professor Fumi, she's a professor at the University of Ibadan. She needed to build her visibility. And I remember that when she came, she did it in July. This was in November. I said, Doc, thank you for all you do. I can't thank you enough. Thanks for the course I took. Indeed, you're a blessing. The first pricing assignment you gave us after the first virtual class with you brought me to limelight. The article I wrote after discovering myself. Now on the global stage, the global event is starting today. Like she was invited to be a speaker at one UNDP, this thing, and she was the only African woman there. See, GOP testing, I've been teaching GOP since, I've been teaching this particular one since 2020. Since like the first batch of GOP, this is the batch that is starting in March, is batch 9. I've been teaching it since 2021. It is SFW I started doing last year because SFW, I had to test it from 2021 to 2024. But you see GOP, I've been teaching it since 2021. So I cannot, we are starting batch 9. So for you to understand how many batches has gone on, like, just go there, as in that's all I'm going to say. To go to this LinkedIn page, you can read up about GOP there. And how do you apply? Go to the page. I'll drop the page link in the description. Apply for it. When you apply for it, we will know if you qualify. If you qualify, we'll tell you to pay. Then you can start. GOP does not have an official starting time. It is when you decide that I want to build my global visibility so that I can attract. If that is you, I'm ready, Doc. I'm ready to start building global visibility so I can be attracting opportunities, podcasts, international speaking. What is global opportunity? speaking engagements, job, award, like anything, like those are like various things. Again, I will explain about it more tomorrow because time has really gone and I need to go. So yeah, come to my Instagram live. Aderinsola Adio Adepoju is my Instagram name. My full name is my Instagram name. Aderinsola Adio Adepoju without hyphen, nothing. Just type at Aderinsola Adio Adepoju. Find me on Instagram tomorrow, 6 p.m. I'll talk about that. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. And I'll allow you to be able to unmute yourself to say your good night. If you want to say good night, you want to say God bless, you can now unmute yourself to say good night. Send the replay to your friends. Let them receive
Night.
sense like
Thank
you.
you so
Good
very
night.
much.
Thank
I
you so
really
much.
appreciate
Good
it. Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
God
night.
bless
Good
you,
night.
ma.
I enjoyed the
Good night.
training. It was splendid. I thank God. And I'm promising I'm going to join
Thank you very much, ma'am.
soon.
Good night. God bless you, ma.
Good night. God bless you, ma.